Previously on Sailing Home.
We have the sailboat booked for our family for August for almost a week. So yeah, Rob needs to get more comfortable with it so that we all can get more comfortable with it.
Yep.
Hi, we are Tia and Rob. We met and fell in love as teenagers, were forced apart, and found our way back together 29 years later. It feels like we picked up where we left off. Kind of. After a very long and complicated time apart, we finally get to feel love again, to love and be loved in a healthy way. We are now cultivating a life we want to feel through a quest of love, growth, and happiness. We plan on sailing off into the sunset together. We have a journey between now and then in order to make that a reality. Sailing home together.
Hi. Stop number, 987, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because, I think the boat will be ready, everything will be ready, and the only thing we really kind of have to do is show up, and our list feels, long.
Well, it is long. It doesn't feel that way. It's super long. Mini lists.
Yeah, very true. But it's
and they're each long.
Yeah. So learning that the work. Even though the boat's ready, it's still a lot of stuff. So it's one of the things that's kind of nice about this is we get to kind of ease in a little bit. But
I also think if it was just you and I, the list wouldn't be quite as long.
Well, that's true.
Well, it would not be very long.
No, not at all. But planning for everybody else is definitely some work.
Yeah.
So we're stopping right now at Marine Store to pick up just sort of some miscellaneous little items. Off we go. And we got this one, and we've got this one. So 3512.
So what is this?
They're just paper charts of the local area. We've got a chart plotter that we can use. We've got our own just phones with GPS, and I think we're using CMAP currently. But the reality is, if something completely goes off the rails and we need to figure out where we are and what's going on, we'll need to
have a chart, a paper chart.
Yeah. So some of the other things that we also keep track of, just some basic dock line for a midship line, and there's a really great book that they've made. It's the Canadian Oceanographic government organization has put together this really awesome current atlas as well. So it gives all of the local currents in the area so that we don't have to guess at what the passes are looking like or the straits or anything like that. So
we'll know what to expect.
Yeah.
Okay, did you remember what number it was?
No.
Since I interrupted you.
Not at all.
Isn't it 30?
So, yeah.
30.
So, 3512.
3512. 3512. Everything. Okay, well, here we go. I'm off to get the last items from the grocery store for our trip. So I don't think we have too many things to get. I've made a couple of lists because that's what we do. Rob makes a whole bunch of lists and I make a whole bunch of lists, and then we kind of see what happens. Off we go to the grocery store. I think this is probably grocery store number, 4, 5. But we're almost there. We're excited. So, and yes, masks are still a thing, but a lot of people don't wear them, but I do. it's definitely not on the list. It's kind of high. Guess I'm gonna have to try to do it. I'm done. I think it is time to check out. Maybe 4? 3 or 4? What do you think? Right? It's time to breathe. What time is it? It is 11:23.
Yep.
And I think we have everything kind of ready to leave tomorrow.
So it's been exceptionally busy the last week, actually getting ready. The number of trips to the store, the number of trips...
Different stores,
going back to the same stores, getting home and going through the list again and finding that there are other things that we hadn't thought of. And so it's a pretty exhaustive...
Well, it's like the first 2 nights will be in a hotel, but then it's like 5 nights of basically camping. So we have to have everything that we need available for us and with us. So that's a lot when you consider, we've got 2 of the 3 children that are coming. So it'll be us and 2 kids. So it's busy.
It is very busy.
This is our first family trip, and we are focusing on living our life how it feels rather than how it looks.
Well, yeah, I guess first thing is we're heading to a place called Pender Harbor. Pender Harbor is just up the coast from Vancouver, so it's not too terribly far away. And
It'll be probably an hour and 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to wait, and we have reservations for the ferry, which is good. So we'll have to wait for the ferry, and then it'll be about a 40-minute ferry ride.
And then, I think first night we're staying in Seashell, or first 2 nights.
Yeah, first 2 nights.
So we actually get the boat in a couple of days. I think it's on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah. So Tuesday morning is when we can start loading on the boat. Hopefully we can get in a little bit early, but I'm not counting on that.
Yeah, I think the people before us had the boat until like 6 or 7 o'clock on Monday night.
And reality-wise, they might still be unloading until late.
Because they know that the next people don't start until
the next morning.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
An important part of creating a life we want to live that focuses on how we want to feel includes understanding our needs and the needs of others and doing our best to help everyone feel comfortable. It's through everyone's comfort that we will find success in this journey.
What we've done for the first day on the boat is we want to get everybody settled, and we're actually just going to stay at the dock for the first day.
Yep.
and get a chance to sort of get everybody acquainted, settled, everything packed away.
So we're kind of anticipating, there could be some children or us who may get some seasickness or something.
Yeah, I got nauseous and almost threw up off the edge.
So we have things that will combat that, hopefully. We're anticipating some challenges with sleeping and some noise, or one of the kids is very
Sensitive to
sounds. And so we've got some earplugs.
Yes.
So
We're hoping
that will help.
Yep. Yeah. So, and that sort of goes also like that he'll be sleeping in an unfamiliar location, and there won't be the space that he's used to, and so we're anticipating there are going to be some challenges there, but
and with the space issue as well, because we're a 27-foot boat, and our house is about 3,700 square feet. So the kids are used to their own space, and one of our boys in particular has a real challenge with some just sensitivities, and so he really needs to have his own space to go to kind of relax and kind of chill out and just compose himself or decompose himself.
So has the summer of George begun? Are you still decomposing?
Decompressing.
But he really needs that space, and I'm sure many of you understand that as well, who have children. And he's not going to have that space.
Here we are! We have arrived to our Airbnb in Sechelt. Let the adventure begin.
Join us for our next episode, where we begin our sailing adventure. You won't want to miss why all of our preparations and planning were almost for naught before we even moved onto the boat.
I think you'd rather go sailing, but that sounds like a different day.
Yeah. You do look at that. Oh, you tired? Here. I love dragonflies.